Okay, so we are here with a volunteer who will be talking about our first point, affection, in response to what I have said. He has read what I said on Facebook, and now it is his turn to give us a male point of view. Alrighty, so state your name.
Marvin Ray.
Alrighty, Marvin. So, you read what I had to say about affection.
hmm
And so you tell me, um, how do you feel or what do you do when you feel a female is giving you too much affection that you don't know what to do with it?
it's a delicate thing because sometimes you really have to be ready to handle it as a man. And if you're not ready to handle it, it's gonna blow up in your face. I'm gonna speak for myself. Um, when I received it, um, I really wasn't ready, and I end up, I ended up, um, it ended up blowing up in my face. Um, as women like affection, they like cuddling, they like hugging, they like kissing, and men like it too. But it's just sometimes we don't tend to show it as much as we should. Because for a long time, I thought what I was doing was enough, and eventually it came to the light that it wasn't enough. It wasn't even close to being enough. Um, I found out um, the hard way, so to speak, that when a woman takes her affection away, it's it's a process to get it back. It's a process to make her want to put forth that kind of affection again because um, women are afraid of being hurt. They put the guards up and they put these defenses up, and they're like almost impossible to break down. Um, or at the very least, they're impossible to be broken down by the same person who the reason why you put them up there in the first time. Um, I think that each man has to come around at his own time. I don't know what triggers a man to open up to a woman or give a woman his all. I don't know if there's a certain age or a certain point of maturity. I know for me, it's it took for me to literally be left left alone, so to speak. Um, and I've been left before, but I don't think I've ever really. Um, I don't want to say I didn't care, but I didn't really feel too bad about it. I didn't spend too much time worrying about it. But it took one situation in particular for me to really get the point. And so it is what it is.
Now, is that what you're saying? It is what it is.
Now I understand what
She was trying to convey.
what she was trying to convey and what so many women have been trying to convey for a long time. But um, speaking right now is I've been humbled. Um, when I found out that um, the affection could be gone, and then as I sit here right now, as I talk to you, it's like the affection is I don't know, it's not zero, but it's not 100. It's I don't know what the hell it is. I don't even know if I can put a number on it.
So how do you feel um, when the woman or a female that you've been in a relationship with and she showed affection to you and um, you did what you do, I guess, as a man, your way of pushing it away. Um, how did you feel when you found out, or if this has ever happened to you, that that affection was going somewhere else?
Um, that all all ties into the male ego. The male ego is it's a trip. Men never want to know about their girl, getting stroked by somebody else.
All right, take it
I'm just being real.
easy.
Um, it's
Whether you all are together or not.
um it's a little it doesn't sting as much when you're not together. You really don't tend to, what I'm saying, if you don't talk to the person, you really not, you know, talking to them or dealing with them that frequently. Um, and sometimes dudes never know,
Mhm.
um, unless unless the girl tells them. And the reason for telling a dude, it all depends on the situation. It could be out of spite. It could be to hurt him. It could be jealousy. It could be a lot of different things as to why he actually finds out. But a lot of times, dudes never know what women do behind their backs. I mean, I know from personal experience. Um, there's a lot of shit that has gone on in terms of me and men. Just be sitting there like a dork. And how I look at it is, um, you can be a main nigga and a side nigga. You can be the main nigga and the side nigga to the same girl, and you both feel like you're the main nigga.
Mhm.
Um, Because I mean, women lie just like men do, and I think they do a better job at it.
Naturally.
And yeah, I mean, they can make one dude feel like he's the top on top of the world, and make three or four dudes feel the same way, and maybe only fuck one of them.
Take
So
it
no,
easy.
I'm just being real.
Take it easy. Watch your mouth.
All right,
Right.
kids here, kids gonna be on that. But it hurts to know that your former thing, your thing is being, you know.
Affectionate with someone else.
And there's different types of affection that you can have. You can have physical, and there's like different levels of physical. It can be simply,
Right.
you know.
Physical, mental, and emotional. Those are
Mm-hmm.
levels of affection. I understand that, and I think we all, as adults, know what each level of each is.
Well,
So,
well, I mean, it's different levels of
no, I'm
physical.
just saying we all know what levels of physical affection is. We're adults. We all can, you
Mm-hmm.
know, 2 plus 2. So,
Right.
you know, basically, a real man just needs to learn how to handle the affection that is given in the beginning, because most of the time, if not all the time, it can really, it's a large factor to how a relationship basically ends up, right? Am I
I agree. If
okay?
you don't recognize it early, you're setting yourself up for a lot of issues going down the line. And then, if you're depending on the love that you have between the two people to, um, make things right, and sometimes love isn't enough.
Mhm.
Um, that goes back to women. It's like, women can, some women can turn it off and on really quickly.
Mhm.
And um, when that happens as a dude, speaking for myself, I question sincerity of moments like that.
Mhm.
Um, is it for real? Is it just, are you being affectionate now because, I have hurt you, or I haven't been there and I'm trying to be there, or, what's going through your mind? If a woman doesn't express how she feels to a man, it's going to be tough for him to get any kind of clarity.
And the same thing as far as a man, if he doesn't communicate that to a woman, then she's, you know, insert Kanye shrug basically. You know what I mean? So it's a give and take with that situation. And you were talking about questioning sincerity. Women do the same thing, because if a man who was not affectionate or decided to show affection at the last minute, if he, comes around and is just, you know, Rico Suave, all of a sudden, basically, then she starts to question that sincerity. What for what? Why is he doing this now? When I was showing it or when I was head over heels, he was MIA in the situation. So it goes both ways with that sincerity issue. You agree?
I
Yeah,
agree.
nay.
I agree, and it's like the thing is, at some point, from a man's point of view, you realize that okay, she is truly and she's truly in love, or she's truly head over heels, and you have to come to that realization um, at some point if you truly believe that the girl is sincere about it. Um, and sometimes it might be too late.
Mhm.
And the same thing with the woman is like, does she realize that from a dude's point of view? That maybe he's really sincere about it, but has it come too late, or do you even realize it at all, or do you even care anymore?
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing with women is um, once y'all stop caring, it's a wrap.
The jig is up.
Yeah. I know, like from personal experiences, um, it can be confusing dealing with a woman who you feel like she doesn't care, but she sometimes act like she cares.
Mhm.
Um, you question, number one, why am I here? And number two, why is she here? One side of the coin says she's here because she wants to be here a little bit, and the other side just says she's here just because she is just killing time, waiting on something better to come around. That's one thing that dudes really have to realize that is just not good. You cannot live life looking for the next best thing. You have to be willing to be happy with what you have, and not try to spend your whole 20s trying to find the next best thing. Because I mean, there is no such thing as a perfect woman or a perfect man. The thing is, you have to find someone that has a good balance, someone who makes you better and not doesn't tear you down.
Mhm.
Um, but so many dudes lose out on women because they looking for that something a little bit better, and unfortunately, personally, that has served to be a big downfall.
Alrighty. Well, we appreciate your honesty and you being open and you sharing with us. So thank you so much.